Hello, good afternoon, it's 12:05. I've just been dotting about doing housework today, nothing very interesting. I was meant to be going out with my friend Si this morning for coffee, because he's off work today. Good morning, Niska. But he hasn't been in touch, so I don't know what's happened to him. Yeah, Matthew's off work today because he's got a dodgy tummy, bless him. He was off yesterday as well, so he's not watching. I don't know how he's feeling this morning. He's awake, but I haven't physically seen him. I can just hear that he's watching TV in his room. So, yeah, I'm just going to walk the dog and finish doing the housework, and I really need to go shopping, but I'm putting that off because I massively can't be bothered, so yeah, no, the usual stuff. So it's actually alright out there today weather-wise. The sun is shining. It's been raining all week. What's happened to our summer? It's been rubbish, hasn't it? Well, anyway, Neska's following me around. She's like, when are we going? When are we going? You see her. Bless her. Yesterday, when I was at work, a client, he's a nice guy, he's a regular client, I've cut his hair for quite a long time, but yesterday he saw my tattoo. I must have had my sleeve up, and he says to me, how much is your tattoo? And I can't actually remember. I think it was about £120. So I was like, oh, I think it's about 120. And he said, so it's like, he's a nice guy. I don't think he was like being horrible or anything, but he says, he said something along the lines of, oh, it must be nice to have, what did he say? It must be nice to have money to throw away, or must be nice to have money to, I can't remember what he said, but he basically was saying like that I've obviously, I don't know really what he meant by it, but you know, he's like, oh, it must be nice to have money to throw away like that, or something like that. And I was just like, what? Like, how rude is that? It's like, not that, like I said, I don't think he meant it to be horrible or anything, but I just thought, like, he has no idea of how much money I have, what I'm spending my money on. It's not like, you know, anybody's going without. You know, I thought, I hardly ever buy clothes. My clothes last me for years and years. I hardly ever buy makeup. I've got like a normal size makeup bag, nothing expensive in there. That lasts me forever. You know, Matthew has everything in the world that he could ever want. He certainly hasn't ever gone without. I pay my bills up to date. I don't have a single debt. I don't have a single bill that's waiting to be paid. Everything is paid up to date. I'm self-employed. I don't receive a single benefit. I don't get working tax credits. I don't get child benefit. I don't get anything. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with people that do. I have in the past. I'm now in a position where I don't need to, which is extremely nice. I obviously don't have a lot of money, but you know, like, I don't claim any kind of benefits. So everything I have is completely come from me. So if one time I want to spend £120 on a tattoo, then surely I can do that. You know, considering everything else is paid for, everything is up to date, don't owe any money. You know, just like, fine if I was in debt and I didn't have, my bills weren't paid and Matthew didn't have stuff that he needed, but everything is paid for. You know, last year Matthew was homeschooled, as you know. I personally paid for a tutor, which you can imagine is not cheap. You know, to educate your child through a private tutor is not a cheap thing to do. So actually, last year was a real struggle financially. This year it's freed me up a little bit. I'm not saying I've got a lot of money, but, and do you know what, it's actually nobody else's business, but it's just like, it really wound me up afterwards when I thought about it. Didn't particularly wind me up that much at the time. I was just a bit like, oh, okay. But then when I thought about it, I was like, how dare he? Like, that is so rude to presume that I'm just wasting my money, or just like, I don't know. People are funny, aren't they? It's not their business. Anyway, that's that little rant out the way. Yeah, I'm going to just walk this girl, see how Matt's doing, and see if he wants to walk the dog with me. If his tummy's still a bit funny, then he can't, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm out on a walk now. Matthew decided not to come, so do you know what? She's so much better with this front facing harness, apart from, although she's pulling now, it's too loose. I wish I'd got it in a smaller size, and I chucked the packaging away so I can't take it back now. And I've used it a couple of times, so. But there we go. It's annoying because it's like 28 quid, so I don't really want to like just go and get another one. I don't know, we'll see. And it's as tight as it can go, so I can't adjust it anymore. But there we go. Yeah, Matt decided not to come, although he's feeling much better now, so that's good. So it's actually a lot warmer than I thought today. I've got my jacket on and definitely don't need it. Really don't need it. Neska has been really good on her lead, but then we were just in that field over there. She just saw another dog that she's been playing with, and it's just brought out a playful side, and now she's gone a bit, oh, she's calmed down a bit now, but she's gone a bit hyper, started pulling again like mad. But yeah, she had a nice play with another dog, but because she's on this long lead, go on, she nearly wrapped the other dog's owner up in the lead. She nearly took her out. God. Anyway, luckily the lady was very nice and very understanding, but I was like, oh God. It's like wrapped her legs around and nearly took her out. She didn't, the lady didn't fall or anything, but it was close. It was very close. No, Neska. Go. Oh, is that a hard walk, Ness? Okay, so it's now about past 2, I think. Took Neska for a lovely walk. It's really nice. She's exhausted. I've come home. I'm feeling awful. I banged my head really hard on the kitchen door. You know, like the kitchen door's like a barn door. The top bit was open, and I bent down to pick something up and stood up, and I banged my head, and I feel so sick and dizzy, and my head's killing. I don't feel well at all. So anyway, I'm gonna go and quickly do the shopping. I'm gonna be as quick as I possibly can. I think the traffic's going to be bad because of the time of day. You know, like school's coming out soon and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to go and do the shopping quickly and then come home and finish doing the housework, which is just hoovering and mopping the floors and putting some clothes away. And then I'm probably going to go to bed for a little bit actually, because, oh God, I just do not feel good at all. I've actually been a little bit sick in my mouth before. Not properly sick, but you know, when it just comes up a little bit. Sorry, TMI. Yeah, and then Matt wants to take Neska out again, just onto the green, just because he's still feeling a little bit dodgy, but he gets cabin fever. He doesn't like being in the house, but he obviously can't go too far away from home because of his stubby. So he says he might just take her for a little walk around the green if she wants to go again. I don't know. You know what she's like, and she's already had one walk today, so that's probably enough for her. Anyway, I'm going shopping. Morning, good afternoon, it's 12 o'clock. I've just dropped Matt off at college and I've now come round to my mum's house. But I think she's about to go out with her dogs. She's glaring at me from the door. Yeah, I was really ill yesterday. I was in bed from about 4 o'clock. But anyway, I've woke up feeling much better now. I had an awful migraine, absolutely awful. I feel alright now. I'm just gonna go and run to my mum. Oh, I think she's caught. I don't want to. She's going in your car. Go see Nan. I think because the lead's dragging, she don't like it. Okay, so I've been to my mum's. We've now come to the castle for a walk, me and Neska. Neska has just disappointed me no end. We were just at my mum's house, just sat in her living room having a coffee. Neska's out in the garden, and then she comes in with a bird in her mouth, a dead blackbird, which I don't know if she killed it or whether it was already dead. If it was already dead, it was only just because it was floppy. So that was really upsetting. I know that's like, you know, she's an English setter. That is what she's been bred to do. That is what she did before we rescued her. But I've never actually seen her do it. And we could not get this bird out of her mouth. We did eventually. But she was like running all around with it. Would not give it up. So that made me sad. You naughty girl. Well, she's not naughty. She's just doing what she thinks she's meant to do. But, oh. Anyway, let's go for a walk. Saturday, it is 4:20. I've just finished work. Oh, do you know what? I'm feeling so worn out. I really am. I don't know what's the matter with me at the moment. I'm sleeping loads, more than I don't normally need that much sleep to function, but at the moment I just need to sleep so much, and I'm like having big lie-ins on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. I didn't wake up till 8:30, and that was only because the dog woke me up because she wanted to go out. Otherwise, I'd have carried on sleeping, and that's quite late for me. And I'd had quite a good night's sleep and everything. But yeah, and I've got a headache again, and I think so. I suffered from migraines for a long time. Tried all kinds of medication, all sorts of stuff. Nothing worked, and then one day I went to the dentist, and she said that she thought I was like not grinding my teeth, but like clenching my jaw in my sleep. And so I got basically like a gum shield for 30 quid from the dentist. I thought like, oh, how much is this gonna cost? It's 30 quid, and you know what, it sorted it out. So I used to sleep in this gum shield, and then I must have like trained myself not to do it, so now I don't really use it. But recently, obviously, I had that killer migraine on Thursday. I don't know if that came from injuring myself because I banged my head, or whether it's coincidence, and I would have just had a migraine anyway. But today I'm feeling like I'm getting one again. So, and I think because I've been having a lot of sleep, I think maybe it's my jaw again. So I think tonight I'm going to put my gum shield back in and see if that helps. I'm going to take some painkillers now because I don't want it to develop like on Thursday. Oh my goodness, Thursday was the worst migraine I'd had for such a long time. I just thought I was going to die. It was horrendous. So I definitely don't want to be like that again. Anywho, the birds are up there playing. I'm going to clean their cage. I'm going to have a coffee first. Then I'm going to clean their cage. And then Matt's upstairs. It's peeing down again today. It has been all day. So Matt's just been in today. I think he's playing on his Xbox or his computer or something. We're going to order a Chinese, which will be nice. Maybe watch a film. Or, I don't know, Matt might be going out later. Or he might have a night in. He says he might have a night in. He never has a night in. He's got, what do you call it? Gets like cabin fever. He can't stay in for a whole day. He needs to be out. He's very outdoorsy. Right. Coffee. So I've had a lovely bath. The birds are clean. I am clean. And the food has arrived. Saturday nights used to be my favourite night of the week because we always, this was when Matt was little, we always would get a Chinese takeaway. We'd always watch a film and we'd snuggle up on the sofa with like blankets, and I used to have a couch along here where the chair is. This used to be another couch, and we'd snuggle on the sofa and watch film, and it was like always my favourite night of the week. So I'm kind of getting like feeling a bit reminiscent of that because we're getting a Chinese, and I don't think I'll get him to commit to watching a film, because he'll probably just eat and then go upstairs and carry on playing on his Xbox, or he'll go out with his friends. The rain has stopped now, so I won't be surprised if he ends up going out. So, but you know, it's just a little memory of what Saturday nights used to be like. Good morning. So it's about 10 o'clock. I've had yet another lie-in because I'm a lazy so-and-so. Woke up about 9 o'clock-ish, just before 9, something like that. Came down, let the dog out, fed the birds, fed the dog, all that stuff. Good morning, my darling. Good morning, my baby. Oh, she's beautiful. Yeah, made a cup of coffee, went back to bed. I've had my coffee. I'm now going to have an iced coffee. Why not? Why not? Oh, last night, so it got to about 9:30 and Matt was, like I say, he was like, oh, I'm bored now, I want to go and do something. So he gave his mate a ring and they decided that they'd walk the dogs together. Now, Neska had already had quite a big walk with my mum and dad in the day, so she wasn't so keen on this at first, but she did go and she had a good time. And they went up to Heights, which is where me and Neska went on Thursday. Hi! Anyway, carry on with my story. And then Matt was walking back along that top road, and by this time it's like 11:15, and this van like crept past him apparently, and then it went through the traffic lights and it stopped, turned around, crept back past him again and then stopped. So Matt was thinking, oh no, and anyway carried on walking and the van didn't do anything. But that's a bit scary, isn't it? A bit creepy. I did not like that. I'm sure it was probably nothing, but it was creepy. Look at the dog. Can you see her? She likes being outdoors. Okie dokes. So we have a half plan ready. Half a plan ready? Half a plan planned? Whatever. We've got half a plan. Matthew wants to go out for a drive. Matt's not feeling great still. His stomach's still playing up. He was up at 1 o'clock this morning throwing up, so I don't know, bless him. So he was originally going to be going out on his bike today, but he doesn't feel like doing that. He also fell off his bike the other day. Oh, I've got hiccups. I don't know if I said this before, but he went out on his bike the other day and he was going up quite a steep hill. This is on his mountain bike, and he fell back, landed on his back, hurt his back and his neck, and the bike landed on his head. Luckily he had his helmet on because it has marked his helmet, so blooming good job he had his helmet on. But his neck is still sore from that as well, so he's kind of got a couple of little things going on there. So anyways, asked if we can go for a drive, so that's fine. So I think, like I say, it's just a half plan at the moment. He's in the shower. I'm going to have another coffee. But I think we're going to go just out into the countryside, really, just wherever. Take the dog with us, stop and walk her wherever. If we come across a nice cafe, maybe stop for something to eat. That kind of thing. So that is the plan. I have decided, you can't see up there, I've decided to try and wear my Doc Martens because I've had these for years and years and years. Haven't worn these in such a long time. The reason being, I just find them so heavy and hard to walk in and quite uncomfortable, really. But I keep seeing people in them all the time. I think they must be like, well, I don't think they ever really go out of style as such. They're a kind of shoe that have been around forever, aren't they? But I keep seeing them a lot recently, and I see all these people wearing them and they look so comfortable on everyone else, and I'm like, how have they done that? I don't understand. So, I mean, the only way I can break them in is by wearing them, isn't it? So I'm going to give that a go today. Obviously, we're not going to be walking around too much. I'm going to be sat in a car a lot of the time. So, you know, and then walking about a little bit. So I'm going to give them a go. Wish me luck. I also don't wear them very much because I don't know if they just look a bit weird on me. I don't know. I think on everybody else they look absolutely great. On me, you can only see from right back here, so I don't know if you can see properly. On me, because I'm very short, I feel like they cut my legs off even more, make me look even shorter and chunkier than I am. I'm 5'1.5", like, that's what it is. I am short, so, you know, does it really matter? Like, who cares? You know, but then at the same time, I'm like, oh, do I look ridiculous? Anyway, let me know what you think. Obviously, I'm wearing them today anyway, but I'm not really going anywhere. But I can honestly take criticism. I've got a thick skin. If I look stupid, tell me I look stupid. I won't be offended. I absolutely promise you. Right, I'm going to have a coffee and then we'll see where we end up. We're off on an adventure. I don't know where we're going. Matt says he knows where we're going, but I don't know where we're going. So we've been on a lovely drive. Matt did very well. And now we just stopped to let the dog go for a little bit of a walk.
Could go to Coniston, look.
Yeah? Should we?
Yeah.
To the little village of Coniston. We're gonna just have a little wander around. We might get something to eat if Neska's behaving herself.
I'd get it before she...
Hello, Missy.
Come on, Mrs. And we are home. I've been home for a little while actually because it's now 7:22 and we got home about 5 o'clock. I have had just the loveliest day with Matt and Neska. It's been so nice just driving through the lakes. Yeah, it was really, really lovely. Really enjoyed it. Neska's chomping on a bone if you can hear. We bought her that when we were in Coniston so that when we went to go and eat at the pub that it will keep her entertained. But she was actually good as gold at the pub. She was no bother whatsoever, so that was all good. She didn't really need that bone, but she's enjoying it now. She got a little souvenir. So yeah, it's just been a really, really lovely day. I wish Matt would spend more time with me. I wish we could do more things like that, but you know, he's a teenager. He's got better things to do than hang about with his mum. And you know, he only hangs about with me now because he wants to drive. So it's like, you know, we just combined it with going for a drive. Might as well go somewhere and then, you know. So we're out for a good... What time did it go out? Did it go out about 1 o'clock? Don't know. We're probably out for like 4 hours-ish, I would say. So yeah, really lovely. Just been home now. We've had a hot chocolate. Matt's been playing on his computer. His mate's coming to pick him up now and they're going out. So yeah, all in all, a lovely, lovely day. Good morning. So it's 9:25. I'm just on my way to work. I'll admit I'm kind of dreading today. I am, because it's absolutely jam-packed. It was on Saturday by the time I left. I've got like half an hour at 12 o'clock for my dinner and that's it all day. Everything else is jam-packed, which that's okay. That's not a problem. That's good, in fact, and that's how it often is. But I'm on my own, and on a Monday the phone goes mental because everyone's like sorting their week out. So like, you're absolutely fine if you're just cutting hair, but because I'm the only one in, I'll be the only one answering the phone and seeing people that come in and all the rest of it. So basically I'm just doing everything, and I know fine well that there isn't a single gap. So it's got to be mental. So I probably won't get out of work tonight till about 6:30, 7:15, maybe 7 o'clock. It's going to be a long day today. Anyway, I'm going to get going. First client's in at 9. So I'm going to go. I'm in fact taking my own lunch today. Best not forget that. I made pasta bolognese last night. I might make a fruit bowl as well quickly. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I've got 5 minutes. Yeah, so that's it. Anyway, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've had a lovely weekend and have a lovely week. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed the vlog. I know it's just been basically talking and walking all weekend. That's all we seem to have done this weekend, but there we go. Oh, Spark is going a bit crackers. Don't you dare, Neska. That got her interested in it. You come away. Come away, please. I'm watching you. I'm watching. Right, anyway, from us, we shall see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.